Pero ngayon, away-away muna tayo. And I will ask you guys, are you ready for the next game?
Are you ready? One more! Wala nang buhay sa pa. Gusto ko may buhay eh.
Once again, are you ready for the next game?
Yes! This is Mobile Legends MPL Grand Finals, of course.
And again, this is Digital Devils Pro Gaming versus Digital Devils Demon Kings. And syempre, on to our panel host, Aki, take it away.
Welcome back. This is the Mobile Legends Bang Professional League Grand Finals 2018, live from the Mall of Asia Music Hall. I'm Rockhart.
And I'm Kaysaya.
We will be... Sorry.
There was a slight delay in
Yeah, there was. There is a slight delay. So, we're going to be bringing you the action all the way here from the Philippines in Manila. Again, we have seen the first game already that has concluded. That was Main versus White Razzles, and we saw...
a very dominating match.
Yes. Just so powerful showing from Main. I can't really believe that they did that. They did the standing in front of the fountain thing. That's just super confident, and just goes to show how good they actually are in this game.
Yeah, but it's fine though because this is a double eliminations match. So White Rascals still has a chance on the lower bracket.
Of course, White Rascals will be playing that. I think that will be tomorrow because they will, and then they will have some time to just prepare themselves and, you know, try not to pick the Vexana. Maybe I don't know if that's going to be something. I'm not sure if that's going to be something that they try. They'll still try, or they can change that. But as we saw, it did not pan out as we expected.
Yeah, that was a double mage setup, which is, I don't know, probably in this kind of meta that we have right now, probably the best picks would be, you know, the assassins, the fighters, the tanks. I'm not really sure what they really wanted to happen there, though.
I know. I mean, I tried to come up with some reasoning why they tried to make it work again, because Vexana as a mage still needs a lot of time to ramp up. But let's look at this. Look at DD Pro Gaming. We have Esau, we have D, Yako, Bluffzy, Tets, and of course, View.
Yes, and they are 6 members in this team. And I think we're going to look at the lineup of Digital Devils Demon Kings. This time we have Pringles, YB420, Link, Crip, and Disenya, which was interviewed a while ago up on stage.
Exactly. Again, Demon Kings coming up a bit behind in terms of standing in the ladder. But again, like they said, like they mentioned in the interview, these are teams that are treated pretty equally all throughout. They have a strong...
in terms of the seedings, they are just...
they're very close.
They're very close. It's Digital Devils Pro is in the 4th seed, and Digital Devils Demon Kings is in the 5th seed.
Yeah, and again, this is with teams that are super strong. Either Valkyrie, either Main. So it just goes to show the kind of caliber that the Digital Devils franchise has to offer in this tournament as well.
But you know what? During the playoffs, they could have probably set up wherein these two teams won't probably meet in this round 1 match. But, you know, it's easier said than done.
Yes, and unfortunately, that's really how it panned out. Again, they're still very high on the standings. I'm not sure if they meant this or if they just trying to, if they were trying to control their standings. But again, these teams, they have proven themselves worthy of mention. Even though we have a lot of teams here that are super shiny, like OBS, who has like fans all over, and Ader, right?
Yeah, and right now Digital Devils team has 3 teams.
3 teams
in this tournament.
Out of 8 teams that came into this tournament, Digital Devils controls more than 1/3 of that. That's saying something.
Yes, that's saying something. But then again, only one will reign champ on this tournament.
And I think in terms of consistency, just from what I've observed, I think the Demon Kings have faltered a bit. The pro gaming team definitely super strong, catching up, you know, keeping up at par, even with strong teams like OBS Gaming. Again, Ader Main, they have shown up. I think a good opportunity here for Demon Kings to up their standings is to just make it out alive here.
Yeah, although we cannot forget that the team that beat Ader Main during the playoffs.
The only one that made the gods bleed.
Yes, the only one that break the win streak of this Aether main was Digital Devils Pro Gaming. Then again, if in case Digital Devils Pro Gaming will win on this round 1, in case they will meet Aether main on the round 2. But we're just on a round 1. Let's go back to what's currently happening at this moment.
Yeah, this is the first game of a best of 3 against these teams. Again, we have only started. We will be here until later tonight to give you Mobile Legends action all throughout. And this is just the start. And I hope you guys are still tuning in. Again, we are live from the SM Mall of Asia. That's in Manila. We are in the music hall. As you can see from right behind us, so many fans coming all over the Philippine Islands have come together and made stuff happen and made this games like these possible for us.
Yes, and of course, guys, don't forget to add hashtag #BeLegendary for
That's
us
right.
to be able to notice all your comments in there. So, yeah, what else? Oh, for your information, guys, we actually have here auto-banned heroes, right?
Yes, we have a few
What are
heroes
these heroes,
that have been
Rockart?
changed up. We have Gatotka, we have Hayabusa. Again, Hayabusa very crucial in a lot of these compositions as
Yes.
one of the main sources of split push for a lot of these teams.
Yes, we have been seeing this Hayabusa during the playoffs round. You know, I think a higher percentage giving a win for whoever team has this hero.
Exactly. Because again, the way that Hayabusa plays, splits on the top side, clears waves instantly, then smashes the towers. That doesn't happen here at all because of the changes made to him. And again, we also have Kaja, the newest hero to join us in the MPL battlefields, as well as Minotaur, who was changed up quite a bit.
Yes.
Not to mention a lot of different items that almost all of them favor physical damage dealers.
Yeah, but in terms of items, there will be no
No
items
bans.
that will be banned
Yes,
here.
so-
And just to add up to that, banned heroes are Gord and Gatotkaka as
Yes,
well.
exactly.
I think these heroes had quite a bit of changes before this tournament happened. So this, I guess that's something that's just Monsoon trying to avoid, to affect the overall plays of the scene.
That's right. And again, all the teams are aware, and they have made practice changes before the game, so that's not really going to be a big factor whatsoever. But I think a bigger factor here is the mentality of these teams.
The mentality.
I think,
this is a LAN event.
Exactly.
We are on site, so it's totally different if you're playing from the studio or if you're playing from home.
Exactly. I mean, especially considering you're around all of these teams who have people cheering, people screaming against you
the
and for
fans
you.
are here as
Yeah,
well.
fans for you, and then of course the people who are supporters of your enemy team. I think that's a big factor that can affect your mindset in games like these.
Yes, you're right, Rockheart. But I guess we are already on the banning phase. You can see on the blue side, it's DD Pro Gaming, and on the red side, it's Digital Devils, Demon Kings, Cho, and Lancelot. First 2 bans of this game.
Again, super strong show performances have been showed by Yelly Hayes. You saw how instrumental the Cho was in
Yeah.
making picks in the last game.
And apart from this Cho being a meta hero on this season, I think this is as well a respect ban. We can see here, a lot of players in here, both of the teams have, really good plays or very skillful. They are very skillful in terms of playing this Cho.
Exactly. I mean, that's also one of the turning points sometimes in games like these. But again, Grok has not been missing from a lot of the picks that we've seen. I think White Rascals, they tried to make something happen with the Grok. I think that's also a reason why they also picked Vexana.
And look at that, trophy, championship
Oh, man.
trophy.
That
I just
is-
have to mention that, Rockhart.
Yeah, that's the goal right there. Winning that and a huge cash prize is
Yes.
something that all these teams are definitely aiming for today.
Well, out of the 4 bans, 3 here are assassins. Still, it says here that this season right now is, more on assassin meta play.
Yeah, especially again because of the strong additions to itemizations for AD carries and against AD carries or AD heroes like Wind of Nature, where it allows you invulnerability, like Karina's skill. I mean, I was actually hoping for a Karina somewhere here,
Yes.
but on the picks for DD Pro
Oh,
Gaming.
Alpha, though, we can see Alpha again.
Yes.
This is not a usual pick, but when this is picked, you know, this Alpha, especially during the late game, can make really big changes.
Yeah, I mean, Alpha is either super strong, like what we saw earlier from Coco. If you pair it with an Angela that can allow Alpha to deal out so much damage, and it can also be a detriment if Alpha falls behind in gold.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to see Angela again
Yes,
in our matches.
of
We have been
course.
seeing a lack of Angela during the late stages of the playoffs, Rockhart.
That's right. And of course, that's also a bit of a counter pick against the pro gaming team, because Angela is one of the key members if you want to make the Alpha shine.
Yes, but then again, Rafaela, we saw Rafaela
Earlier.
Yeah, earlier during the match between Aethermain and White Rascals already. But, you know, well, just to be honest, let's admit it, in the ranked games, in Mobile Legends, we don't see Rafaela that much. But something different here during, you know, on tournaments, on actual tournaments, we would always see, or most of the time, we would see a Rafaela as an additional support.
That's
team.
right. And wow, a solid Fanny pickup. Can you believe it? Super confident. Like Digital Devils has been, both of these teams are very proficient in terms of using the Fanny, and I can't wait to see how this pans out.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Then again, I guess Rockhart, these two teams, because they are sister team, they've probably been screaming a lot lately.
Yeah, a lot of these games that we see here are not about compositions. A lot of this is going to be about the mind games.
Mind
what
games.
are we going to do what you keep seeing us do all day when we practice over and over, or will we bring out something
Yeah,
new?
by the way, Rockhart, I just have to mention, I like the wind effect that we have right now.
Yeah, wind effect. Cool.
Wind effect. I just
Yeah,
have to mention.
we are actually on an outside event, so
Yes.
it's really cool, and everyone here, from the top to the first floor to the second floor, everyone's just having so much fun. And I hope you guys are too. Again, this is the Mobile Legends Bang Professional League Grand Finals, live from the SM Mall of Asia Music Hall. If you're in the area, drop by, say hi, and we will be giving out some prizes as well on site.
Yes, and this is a 2-day event, so in case you would miss today's event, you still have a chance tomorrow.
And I think that's also something that we can expect a lot of action from, because tomorrow we will see a lot of the losers bracket games will be happening tomorrow as well, where we can see some teams trying to come back from the grave,
Make
from
a comeback.
Vixana's grave.
Just so you know, guys, whoever will win in the losers bracket will have the chance to battle the winner on the upper bracket, and that will be the grand finals match.
Exactly, and I can't wait, because Aethermain, again, super strong. I want to see some answers against them. And right now, though, we're going to be loading up into the Land of Dawn while we get into that. Yeah.
We'll probably just
We'll
fix some issues, technical issues, but the players are ready. They are on stage. They are ready to do some, or show us some action.
I think,
Live.
yes, and I think, again, we already mentioned as well, the live factor is something that we can think about when we look at the the players playing on stage right now. I think a lot of that pressure is a big difference from the regular season.
Actually, our host, Vil, a while ago mentioned that he was able to touch one player, and he was like,
He was shaking.
knows.
He was
shaking.
interviewing someone. He was shaking. Like,
yeah, and that's something that could actually, to be honest, affect your performance in the game.
yeah.
Imagine playing the game on this tournament while you're shaking. That could really affect your performance.
Exactly, and it's also a big difference from what they're used to
Yes.
playing when they're just playing in the studio or if they're just playing at home. I mean, all the pressure is live.
Yes.
The air is just so the air, you can just feel the electricity when
Yes.
these teams get in a ready position. You're on the stage and you can see everyone just looking
Yes.
at waiting for you to make a mistake.
Yes, and if they have aircon in the Mineskin
Yeah,
studio,
I know.
we have your air continuous.
We have-
What was that joke, Rockhart? What was that joke?
We already saw earlier, like, Jesus.
You
Butter,
laughed at it, so
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
+1 points for me.
Kaisaya
1
won that
point.
for me.
Yeah.
So we will be remaking the game a bit because of a small bug on the loading screen. But again, we have to talk about coming into this game, how Digital Devils, they mentioned that they tried to prepare for it, but I think they hit a few snags. I think, I wondered, will that affect their performance or not? Because a lot of the factors that we have to deal with, again, in these tournaments are mostly on site.
Yes.
When people try to get into your heads, and, you know, I actually saw some teams talking in the hotel. I just want to share, like,
Go ahead.
they were talking about to each other. They met each other in the elevator. I think I heard a team say, like, I think someone's gonna go down today, and I just saw it. It was friendly, it was good, but it just goes to show, like, when teams meet each other on stages like this, it kind of shakes up the game a bit.
Yes, and you know what? Sportsmanship. That is always the key word, I guess, when you are really onto this kind of pro gaming tournament. So you really have to show, you will have to accept win, you will have to accept defeat at the same time.
Yes, and especially if it's in front of your opponents, that's like something that adds a bit of pressure. And right now you see on the screen, all of the live fans are coming here, patiently waiting,
Wow,
and just
I really
supporting.
like that balloon.
Yeah,
Hashtag be legendary.
I'm gonna get myself one of those after I
We
step
need
up.
that in the casters area.
I need that
so
here.
that we can
We're gonna
do
bounce
that.
them together
Yes.
and make something happen. Again, these teams came in here today. We had a lot of preparations. From the end of the regular season, we have around 2 weeks of breaks. That we allowed the teams to practice. We advised them of the changes, and right now they're actually just talking on the stage, and they're just super excited
And you
right
know
now.
what amused me a while ago during the match between White Rascals and A.E.V. Main? White Rascals just prepared one day before.
Yes,
this,
that's what they mentioned.
special day.
We practiced last night.
Yeah. And no,
That was
not
funny.
even one day.
Oh,
just
Zap
from
there
last
on the
night.
chat, on the screen, another
Oh.
Ops Gaming
Was
favorite.
that a couple? Is that a couple now? You know what? Zapnu is actually one of the most popular, most popular,
Streamers and players, yeah.
Well, he was known as a top player, but then he started streaming and became even more popular. So whoever this lucky girl is,
Man.
she put her head down so she can't be seen.
Yeah. So again, Zap. Oh, the dab game is strong.
No game, no life.
No game, no life,
That
and I think
was highlight worthy.
exactly. I think that's true to a lot of players that are around this arena as we speak, because I think a lot of these players, we heard earlier from A.E.V. Main, their practice sessions, it's
look
daily.
At that, Rackard.
Right, everyone on the
Because
top.
venue-
Yeah, it's
the
so
venue-
jam-packed.
Yeah, it's jam-packed.
We can barely walk.
downstairs. So some people would just go upstairs just for them to see what is happening in the event.
Yeah, and I think I think that's a great. This is what I love with events like these as well. Being able to interact with fans. We've already talked to
Yes.
so many people earlier before the day started, and
Look
they
at
just
that.
even kids.
Family-friendly event.
Yes, I mean even their kids are watching the Mobile Legends action. Possible
Yeah,
future pro player
family,
here.
Mom and dad playing Mobile Legends. Probably
I love.
their
I love the
child
support as well, man.
Very
That's just
supportive parents. And
also a big shout out to everyone watching on the stream. 7.6K viewers
wow.
internationally. Not to mention,
Wow.
that's not including the Filipino
Yes.
streams.
Yes,
So
I guess I looked at the Philippine stream. I think it went up to 15K.
yeah,
So
that
is
was
so cool.
explosive.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, especially because of a lot of the hype surrounding A.E.V. Main. A lot of their supporters are also
Look
local.
at our grandpa
Oh my
right
dear
over
Lord.
there, probably now being
He casted earlier, so
casted
I
earlier
know
in the
that was the
Philippine
first time that you did it in a very big stage.
Yeah, we should have
So,
a selfie later on.
we're
because
gonna
we
take a
didn't get
selfie with you
chance
later,
a while
bro.
ago to have that.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so yeah, shout out to those internet.
Yes.
you can just turn on your TV if you're in the Philippines, or if you have access to the channels that was mentioned or posted in the Facebook page of Mobile Legends.
Yeah, just to add to that, like this is one of the first major events, esports, that have been broadcasted live as well.
And
So,
I'm getting some news that this might happen again next year.
whoa,
Yes,
really?
Probably they're not labeling it season 1 yet, but they are having some plans. Rock hard.
Okay, yeah,
what
exactly.
can you say about that?
I think I'm really looking forward to that because esports is gaining so much traction here locally in the Philippines, and I can only see that coming up from here. I can only see it increasing in fans, increasing in channels. I think jobs are going to be started as well in esports.
Yes, and the platform as well. Before, usually the tournaments or the professional tournaments just would happen in consoles, in PCs, but now we are on mobile.
Exactly. I think the mobile aspect of this makes it so accessible to everyone.
Yes.
Even those families that you saw earlier, everyone, I'm pretty sure every one of them has their own smartphone. They can play together if they
Anywhere.
want to. It's so easy.
Anywhere, anytime, probably if you're falling in line, waiting for a queue, waiting for your food in a fast food, and you're so bored, probably we just do a brawl game for quite a few minutes in your Mobile Legends game or account.
I think
But-
that's also the beauty of mobile gaming because you can do it from anywhere, you can do it anytime, and you can do it alone, you can do it with friends.
Oh, we have a couple right
Oh.
over here again.
Definitely a gaming couple. The couple that games together stays together.
Rock hard.
And I think that a
know,
lot of
right?
a lot of the people that we see today are actually just that.
Oh,
I think that was the girl that we saw earlier. Yeah, I think.
Was it the lady beside Zap?
No, sorry, that was a
No,
different one.
different.
That just looked like her.
Just wearing
So-
the same color.
Again, everyone who is chatting on the streams, we're waiting for the teams to get lined up.
Yes.
We're waiting for them to get ready into the lobby. Then we will bring them to you as soon as they are ready.
Yes, and just so you know, guys, I just would like to mention my personal giveaway to those who are currently watching on our stream in the Tagalog and the English stream where you're currently watching right now. Just add the hashtag Kaisaya and make sure you're following my page as well, Kaisaya, for you to get the chance on winning 300 diamonds worth of skin. I will pick 4 lucky winners and I will announce it on Monday.
Ooh, some more gold, some more
Yes,
diamonds
and I
and
guess
skins.
that's apart from the giveaways they're running through right now.
Yeah, I think
guess
we'll
they
also
have
do
a
that.
separate
Yeah,
giveaway, official giveaway from Muntun.
Yeah, you just have to watch out on the chat.
Yeah.
The admins inside the Facebook streams will be giving them out periodically. So you just have to be very patient and just wait for them and make sure you type fast.
Yes, and I guess we're back now here in the Celestial Palace to see the battle between Digital Devils Pro Gaming and Digital Devils Demon Kings.
Exactly, and right now, we're loading up first game off. They're fighting hand in hand already. The main tanks for both teams are starting up into the middle as we speak. On the top lane though, DK is starting to get some proxy done.
Yes, and that was a successful cut of creeps right over there in the top lane of Digital Devils Pro Gaming. So, given that, we can see there is quite a bit of an advantage in terms of gold here for the side of DK already.
Yeah, that's actually super smart. The way that they did this basically allows a lot of the gold to be funneled into areas where they need it the most. I think a lot of that is also going to go into the Martis and the Fanny as well. And that's it's gonna be a bit of a harder game for Pro Gaming.
Looks like something is happening there on the top lane. Looks like they're trying to poke out this Kagura, which is solo laning right now on the top lane. 4 members of Demon King actually trying or planning to gank this Kagura right over there on the top lane.
Oh dear, they do get the money crab as we speak. I think they're just waiting for the turtle, and I think that's very smart for the Demon Kings to just try to go for the major gold sources, major objectives. If they keep doing that, I think they're pretty much even in terms of composition.
Yes, you can see here Demon Kings probably they're quite a bit of they roam around a lot right now. We can see they've been roaming around in the middle lane as well in the top lane. They're leaving the bottom lane to that Fanny all alone because this Fanny anyway could move or, position himself anywhere in the map as quickly as possible.
resurrecting
Exactly.
soon.
I think that's one of the main advantages that they will have as this game gets longer and longer. I think the Demon Kings want it to go longer because they have the scaling of the Martis, they have the scaling of the Fanny, and this Jawhead is just going to get tougher as this game goes on.
Yes, but we can see the turtle's now up, but we have a skirmish ongoing here right now. Looks like we'll have a casualty anytime soon. Link is in the middle of the fight, and a first blood coming to this Martis. Yaku looks like we'll have to find a better position. As he is locked in by the members of Pro Gaming, and DDD will have to back away as he is very low right now.
I think that was super smart by the Demon Kings. They focused not on the turtle. Oh, he's got... No, I thought he got stolen, but he got the kill. So, again, what Demon Kings did, they focused on one hero. 4 members on one hero.
Which is wise, which is a good decision. Apart from that, they were already also able to get the first turtle of the game.
I think that's very important. Again, we already mentioned the Demon Kings, they have better scaling in this game. They will have the scaling of the Fanny as well as the Martis, which we mentioned earlier, benefited a lot because of the item changes.
Alright, Crypt in here, well, being poked by the members of Pro Gaming, but he's quite a bit tanky, so they will just back away.
And I think right now, the Demon Kings, they just want to prolong this. I think they heard us, I don't know, or it's really in their mindset to prolong this. Oh no!
We have here Link trying to hide
Oh!
but that wasn't successful because a lot of members of Pro Gaming are trying to get here, but Crypt wanting to get a comeback for his teammate.
There's barely any answer right now. D is in a very bad position, getting flanked by Few. He makes it out!
Oh, that Few was able to make it out though, but Yako looks like
Yako!
he will be punished in here. Very low, this immune ability.
Whoa! He makes it out! He lives!
What a regeneration of health and a shield as well. Plus, they're also getting this crab.
DD Pro Gaming coming up big in that last few seconds. They take the gold lead and a big control of the game.
That was very intense, but Few, good positioning though, although we saw that the skill of this Marcus didn't connect. And we all know that this
Right now D is trying to bait him out. I think they're not aware. 4 members of the DD Pro Gaming squad are also on the sides. DD Demon Kings, this side to back off. But meanwhile, while all this is happening, Eson is on the bottom side getting more gold.
But here we can see this Fanny is actually helping that bottom lane,
Getting...
Pro Gaming will be able to get this turret. But meanwhile, while that was happening, we saw that a fight happened and one casualty on the middle lane as well.
Exactly. I think, again, what we're talking about here is DD Pro Gaming trying to increase his tempo. Yako gets caught out in the middle. Daisenia is also in a very bad position. He pops out with the hat trick, but will that be resulting in anything? Angela forces ultimate.
Shield and the backup of this Angela though, but the fight is still
ongoing. He still dies!
Member of Demon Kings is gonna punish by the members of Pro Gaming. Fight is still ongoing. YB420 is gonna go down on the hands of this drop.
There's just so much control here for the Demon Kings. They're fighting Yako 1v1. Yako got shackled by the Angela. He goes down.
Wow, a lot of exchanges of kills in it. I couldn't even count how many kills has happened already.
They're just coming back for more.
Yeah, but Few, given the shield, probably given the item passive as well, was able to sustain or survive that gank that happened a while ago.
And Pringles, the main man in that fight, he got so many kills. He shielded the Harley from death so many times already.
Look at the number of supports that this Jawhead and this Angela has right now.
That's basically 100% for their team. And right now though, DD Pro Gaming, they're still pretty much in the game. They have some bullets in their barrels that they can use to fight Demon Kings, but somehow the Demon Kings still coming up strong.
Yes, but we can see though, no turrets down yet at 6 minutes game time. We don't have any marksmen in this lineup, but so I am actually expecting that they would want to finish this game as early as possible.
Yeah, because actually, because of the tempo gaming that DD Demon Kings are doing. Phew! He gets caught out on the top lane. Daisenia assassinates him, but on the bottom lane, they also get blood of their own.
And Kabura just died right over there with a 2-man gank on the top lane. And this is the moment that Pro Gaming is going to take their chance to get
Exactly, and finally they probably will even out the harassment power. But Trip, he's not done. He tries to go in. He's shielded by Angela. He does get away. But Lord,
no, still for the side of Demon Kings. The first Lord is gonna go to the side of DD Pro Gaming.
exactly. I think that's very important because again, DD Pro Gaming, they want to end this fast. Right now though.
And we have a fight ongoing. Trip is solo. Looks like he will be flickering out, but will he be able to survive? Unfortunately, no. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we can see Cabra defending the tier 2 turret, given that Pro Gaming lost already this one turret right over there.
Oh, at the bottom lane as well. DD Pro Gaming winning the macro game so efficiently. It looks like they're not making very flashy plays, but all around the map they're getting very small advantages, and somehow that's adding up over and over.
Rockhart, this game feels like not just like a MOBA game, but a fighting game as well. A lot of clashes apart from going for objectives.
Yes, an answer by each team. One team hits, they fall back.
This view, really good juke right over there. But a fight ongoing here in the bottom lane of DD Demon King. Turret will fall down, and looks like they will be backing up a little bit.
Oh!
But in the middle lane, Rockhart, you can see this